Glitch and Gooseworks just keep giving us more and more leaks for episode 2 of the amazing digital circus. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about these 3 new leaks that we have gotten, starting with this teaser that Glitch just posted to their community tab. And this one is really interesting. It's an image of all 6 of the circus members laying in the grass, with a shadow of Kane looking over them. And the most groundbreaking thing that I took away from this is seeing all the circus members touching grass. Honestly, I never thought this day would come. But anyways, let's get a little more serious. In this image, we see all 6 characters doing things in the grass that perfectly fit their personalities. Gangle is crying, Kinger is just sleeping, Zoopal is getting blinded by the sun, Jax is just chilling, Ragatha is dead, and Pomni is, well, Pomni is just laying on her stomach. But what does this image mean? Well, I thought of 3 possibilities. The first possibility is it is signifying that Kane is mad. As we can see from the shadow, it almost looks like Kane is getting ready to attack or grab one of the circus members. But it's important to remember that Kane is a really over-exaggerated character, so this could just be him doing something for the sake of being funny and being Kane. But there's a decent chance that one of the circus members upset Kane, and this circus member could be Jax. Think about it, in the season 1 trailer, we saw a leak of Jax working in a fast food location called Spudsies, and we can actually see Kane's hand pushing him into this location. So maybe Jax got up to some trolling in the Candy Canyon Kingdom, and now Kane is coming to give Jax his punishment. The second possibility is that this is a screenshot from the actual episode, and this is how they will be laying down before Kane wakes them up to go on another adventure, most likely to the Candy Canyon Kingdom, because that's what Gooseworks has shown us most of the leaks about. It's just the most likely place where episode 2 would actually take place. But the third possibility is that this image could literally mean nothing. This could just be Glitch trolling us. But if I had to guess, I would say that's unlikely, because we know from the last time they were dropping a bunch of new leaks back to back to back to back, it was a lead up to the new season 1 trailer, Pomni wake up, it's time to go on an adventure. So it's very likely that this image is just one of many that are going to be releasing over the next 2 or 3 weeks before the release of episode 2. But now that we got that teaser out of the way, let's move on to the more interesting of the 2 leaks that we've gotten. And if you guys didn't know, Gooseworks likes to yap a lot about the new episodes and lore of the show on her Tumblr page. And yapping she has been doing, let me tell you. But out of all of this goose yap, we sometimes get something interesting. And today is the day, because when someone asked her, "May we have another out of context screenshot from episode 2, please?" they replied, "Okay, but this is your last one." And wow, what even is this? From the looks of it, it seems to be a picture of Kinger just completely covered in chocolate from the Candy Canyon Kingdom. My guess is that Kinger either got pushed or fell into the chocolate river in episode 2. And to be fair, this does not surprise me at all. And guys, this leak is so stupid that if this video gets to 10,000 likes, I will change my profile picture to this picture of Kinger. But that's probably not gonna happen, right? But Gooseworks has actually been yapping a lot more about episode 2. In this post, someone asked, describe the plot of episode 2 in 2 words. And Gooseworks replied with, "I'm nothing." And guys, this makes perfect sense, because Gooseworks has previously stated that the next episode will be about depression, and this answer stays perfectly consistent with that theme, making me think that she wasn't just joking. But this now sets a really strange but interesting tone for episode 2, because the main theme of the episode is depression with the character we haven't met yet, in the most bright and colorful place, the Candy Canyon Kingdom. This seems really random, but I'm just gonna let the team cook on this one, because I just know episode 2 is gonna be amazing regardless. But now there's just one more thing I wanted to cover from the thousands of Gooseworks Tumblr posts that stood out to me. In this post right here, a user asks, "Is Martha Mildenhall voiced by Marissa Lenti? Because the voice teaser on YouTube sounds exactly like her, even if it's for less than a second long. Please, I feel so creepy writing this." And Gooseworks replied with this. Yeah, I don't blame her. Guys, if you don't remember the clip, this is what they're talking about.
Characters!
Okay, anyways, now it's time for honestly what I find to be one of the most interesting leaks that Glitch posted to their Twitter, but I'll just let the video explain itself.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Transformation Central. Reformation Central. Transmogrification Central. Can you feel it? You're changing, alright. I hope you're satisfied. But if you ain't, don't blame me. You can blame my friends on the other side.
As you've just seen, there seem to be broken animations featuring Kane and some other characters that have been mistakenly but comedically distorted or messed up in the animation process. But something I find interesting about this is that some of this actually shows us new scenes we didn't know about, and I'm gonna be going over some of these images from the slideshow. The first image shows Kane with a ginormous finger pointing at someone. Behind him looks to me to be some sort of mirror with a kickstand, but because it's completely untextured, it's impossible to know for sure. Anyways, I think that this occurs in one of the characters' rooms. At first, I thought it could be a shot from the new trailer, but none of it shows Kane pointing towards a mirror, so I think that it's new content. The second image is a giant close-up of Kane's face and eyes. In the background, there seems to be some sort of brick wall with some sort of old-timey castle, and some sort of structure behind him to the right. To me, this structure somewhat resembles a chess piece, which makes me think of Kinger. Perhaps there will be a Kinger-centered episode which will involve a real-life game of chess. The fourth image shows Kane being completely stretched on stage. The camera is showing a side view, which I am pretty sure is new. Something to notice is that over to the left, there seems to be two words written in Comic Sans. The first word I can make out, it says carrier, but the second word is angled so weird that I can't even make out what it says. The eighth image shows Kane and Pomni both asserting their dominance in a T-pose in the void. It's not too common for 3D models to be in a default position of a T-pose, since it's the easiest to manipulate, but I'm not sure why Pomni and Kane are so close to each other. In the 10th image, we see Kane with huge eyeballs which clip into his teeth. That looks quite painful. Anyways, our attention is again to the background as Kane seems to be in a very fancy room with greenery in the windows. This reminds me of the restaurant that Kane and Bubble eat at in the first episode, but it seems that Kane is seated somewhere else in the restaurant, so I'm pretty sure this is actually from a different episode. In the 11th image, we see Kane looking goofy, with his jaw clipping together in a manner that looks quite excruciating to say the least. And in the background of this, there is some sort of nature or something. I personally don't think that the background here has much significance because it's too hyper-realistic to be a background for the show, and to me it just seems to be something that they downloaded off the internet and threw into the skybox. The 14th image shows Kane and Pomni both in the circus, both untextured, and Pomni's head is replaced with a giant ball, which I am pretty sure this shot actually does appear in the first episode at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but I thought it was funny nonetheless. Image 16 shows Kane, again, pointing with big eyes. In the background, it kind of looks like books or something, which I theorize might be a part of the haunted mansion that I think the cast will visit, somehow meeting the two ghosts along the way. Image 20 shows us another bootleg Kane plush, in a different form from the one in the trailer, so perhaps they're just making the joke that this plush is actually as cursed as the rest of these images, or maybe this is just intended to be the one used originally, but instead they chose to use the exponentially uglier one. The final image I would like to show you is image 24. This shows Zubul with an elongated leg. The background also appears to be the same background that we see Kane in, that looked like a castle, this time colored better. I think that the castle will be featured in one of the episodes as it may answer what this is all about. Personally, I think what is shown is some sort of medieval coliseum, which if I'm correct, it would take place nowhere else but near a giant castle. But those are the 3 new leaks that we have gotten about the amazing digital circus. And if you want to catch up on the other leaks we've recently gotten, including this image, a soundtrack for episode 2, and an early release date, click on this video right here.